All right, right now in Brockton, police are investigating what they call an overnight car meetup that ended in a triple shooting. The violence spilling into the parking lot of a train station in that area overnight. That's where we find our Lauren Melendez, who is live with the details this morning on what happened and why the timing here, Lauren, is particularly suspicious.
Yeah, very suspicious. I mean, all of the violence happened around 3 o'clock this morning. Those bullets literally ringing out. It was this parking lot exactly where I'm pointing to you. I want to highlight for you, Melody, that the train leaves, the earliest train leaves at 5:14 in the morning. This again happening at 3. Police said more than 24 people were in this parking lot. So this is not an area that should be that heavily populated so early in the morning.
I haven't heard anything.
A confused young man named Eddie found himself, or rather his car, caught up in a shooting investigation.
I guess I have to call the police and figure out what's going on.
Earlier in the morning, Brockton police placed their 20th and final evidence marker right on top of his vehicle as they investigated what led to a woman and 2 men shot overnight.
Stuff like this in Brockton has typically been happening a lot lately.
Hearing that 2 of the victims were in critical condition at one point, but eventually upgraded to stable, strikes an emotional chord for Corey Brown. He was heading to his shift at Tufts Medical Center, where he sees victims of gun violence constantly coming through their doors.
Yeah, I deal with this a lot, but just hearing about it in the city of Brockton is it's disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Police eventually cleared the scene around 8 Wednesday morning, and while it doesn't appear this black car had anything to do with the violence, police say at the height of it all, a black Jeep left the area.
I was raised here. I went to Brockton High and all that stuff. So growing up, it was, there was violence, but it was never at a high peak like it is right now. So I would definitely like to see it go down.
I want to turn your attention, guys, if you can see on the ground here, like tire marks. It looks like almost donuts, which is what we know people do, and they're just having a good old time and, driving their cars in a circle. We talked to some people out here this morning who said that this area is a hot spot for people congregating when they're not supposed to, violence. We see a lot of cracked glass here, maybe drinking. So again, we're not sure whether that's from this morning or another time, but a lot of people are reacting to the violence here. They said they'd like to see more oversight. I can tell you MBTA police, along with Brockton police, are investigating. They say if you have any information, if you've seen or heard anything, please reach out to them immediately. We are live here in Brockton for you this morning. I'm Lauren Melendez, NBC 10 Boston.